Hey y'all. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Patrice. Please be sure to look at the other content. If you enjoy their content, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And also make sure that you hit the subscribe button and become a subscriber. For my returning subscribers, welcome back, y'all. So today's video is going to be about, really, I started making this ice topper and I just continued in the theme of strawberry lemonade, and I want to show y'all how I got this done. These are tumblers from Michaels, and for any of you who may have seen the videos where I attempted to sub onto the Michaels tumblers, the colors are pretty light. They're not as vibrant as true sublimation tumblers. However, you can get ink onto those tumblers. But I have so many of these that I purchased, and these can be used to spray paint, epoxy, or do with the power wash method. So I just want to show you all how I decorated one of these tumblers and made a strawberry lemonade themed tumbler, and also made one of the very popular ice toppers for this particular tumbler. I'm actually loving this tumbler. I used a little bit of glitter and acrylic paint, and this is how I got it done. I used some Alumilite epoxy, the 2-part epoxy, and sealed it, and this is what I have. So let's get started. Alright guys, so today we are going to be decorating this cup. We are going to be applying a little bit of acrylic paint along with some glitter and epoxy, and then we will be making a topper for the top. And so this cup comes from Michaels. These are cups that I have tried to sublimate on in the past, and I have been able to sub onto them, but the color is not as vibrant as true sublimation tumblers. But you can get a nice image on here. So I just went ahead and removed that bottom sticker. And what I'm going to do first is I don't really mind touching the tumbler right now because I'm about to sand it. So I'm just going to sand it because I don't know what the coating is on top of the tumbler, and I just want to go ahead and kind of give it like a little rough texture for the paint and the glitter and everything that we're going to be putting on it. So this is what I'm going to do first. I really want to place a piece of butcher paper down on top of my silicone because I really don't want from sanding the tumbler, I don't want that stuff to fall onto the silicone because I need to use it. So I'm just giving it a light sand. This is an 80 grit sanding block. You can get this from Amazon. You can get these from Home Depot. There's various places that you can get this from. And as you guys see there, it's coming off. Whatever that coating is on there is coming off. All right, so I'm done sanding, and I'm just going to get an alcohol wipe and wipe this tumbler down. So you want to make sure you give it a nice wipe over because there's a lot of that sanding debris on this tumbler. Whatever was coating the tumbler, it is being taken off. Now I'm painting the tumbler with this acrylic paint. I chose to paint it because I really wanted it to be like this nice, vibrant, bright yellow, and I did not have any spray paint that was this color. So I'm just painting this. I'm trying not to apply too much paint to it. I am going to paint this with 2 layers. I'm going to let this dry, this layer dry, and then I will paint another layer and then let that dry as well. But I'm just trying to make sure that there's nice even strokes and coats on this paint. I don't want any of that paint to be too thick, and I'm definitely going to paint the bottom of this tumbler because I want it to be all over. Sometimes it looks a little awkward when the entire cup is a certain color and then that bottom is a nice bright white. Alright guys, so I have tons of this electric tape on hand because I use it a lot when I'm doing my epoxy tumblers. I use it to kind of seal the top, or at least to kind of tape that top off to prevent any of the epoxy from going inside. But I also like to use this to make different shapes and stripes that I'm going to be painting if I'm not using acrylic on those parts that I'm going to be painting, and this works perfect on these tumblers. So I am just going to put a few strips because I want to kind of give it like just a striped effect on one part of the tumbler. And so I am going to put this tape and apply it. I'm kind of curving it a little bit because I don't want it to be straight lines. And I'm going to put about 4 strips on here. And this allows me to paint in those areas, and that line is going to be straight. Like, I'm not going to be freehand painting. This helps me keep everything exactly how I want it to be. And I'm just going to continue to put these strips on. Once I am done, then I will be ready to apply my paint. I'm done putting the strips of tape on the tumbler, and now I'm ready to paint it. So I am going to paint it this pink color with Sting, with like that strawberry lemonade theme. And I'm going to apply the paint. You can put either 1 coat or 2 coats if you prefer. I'm just going to do 1 coat because I am going to be applying glitter on top, and I just need it to have like a pink base for that glitter. I really want that glitter to pop. It's going to be pink glitter, and I really want it to pop. And that's it. I'm going to keep painting. I am going to remove the electric tape and apply fresh electric tape. It's just a preference. You don't have to do that. You can keep the same tape on and then peel it off once you're done with glittering. Alright guys, so I am done with painting the tumbler, and I don't know if it's something with this coat, if I didn't sand it enough, but some of that paint did lift, and I usually don't have that issue with the paint lifting, but I will definitely fix that by just giving it a little brush over with the yellow paint. And now I'm going to take a little bit of Mod Podge and just brush it over the pink stripes, and I will be applying Vegas Baby to the tumbler. Okay, and then once that dries, I will apply a second coat of glitter, and then we will get ready to give it its first coat of epoxy. So I'm going to pour a little bit of this Mod Podge into one of my paper cups. Doesn't have to be too much because it's not a big area that we're gluing. You don't want your glue to be clumpy. You want to kind of smooth it out where you're going to be applying that glitter, because that will cause your glue to actually, or your glitter to actually clump up. So you want it as smooth as possible. So that's all the glue I'm going to put on here for now. And now I'm just going to get ready to sprinkle the glitter. So now I'm just going to tap it to get away any of that extra glitter that may be on here. And then I'm going to let this dry for a few minutes and then apply another coat of Mod Podge and then apply the rest of the glitter. So 2 coats of the glitter. So I let the tumbler dry and it's all ready. I also sprayed it with a little adhesive spray in the glitter area because I don't want the glitter to be scattered around the tumbler. That can happen if the glitter is loose. I want that glitter to remain in the area where the stripes are. So I did that, I let it dry, and now I'm applying the epoxy. I'm using Alumilite epoxy and I'm using about 20 ml of it for this first coat. Once this is dry, I am going to let the epoxy cure for about 24 hours and I am then going to apply, I'm going to sand it down a little bit just to make sure that none of that glitter is poking out, and then I will apply my Waterslide decal. So while the tumbler is becoming one with the epoxy, I will get ready to make this fake ice topper. And I'm just applying the fruit first. I'm using my hot glue gun to get everything on, and then at the end I will drizzle with some epoxy just to seal it. But I am applying the fruit with the hot glue gun, and I'm just making sure that it's stable. I'm also going to put a little lemon on there and just get that close to the strawberry. Once this is done and nice and dried, I am going to start placing the fake ice around it, and just to give extra support to the fruit. I don't want anything falling or coming off. I want this to be nice and firm and stable prior to me putting the epoxy on. So I'm just going to continue this process all around the top. And if you want to see other toppers that I've made, I do have other videos showing me making other types of toppers. Okay, but I'm just going to continue this and we will then get ready to finish our tumbler. Okay, y'all, so I'm ready to apply the second coat of epoxy, and I already applied the Waterslide decal to the tumbler. I used a transparent one. You may want to use one that has a white backing on it so that your whites can show. My whites do not show, but I used a decal paper, the Waterslide decal paper, and I did not put this in the oven or anything. I let it sit out for a few hours to cure on its own because I didn't want to put that in the oven, this tumbler, no. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish this, let this set for 24 hours, and yeah. All right, y'all, so we are all done with decorating this Michael's tumbler, and I love how it came out. I love the topper. It looks really, really good. It almost actually looks like really real ice. The only thing is like the silver part around the rim, so if you want to, you can maybe paint that as well. I didn't paint mine, but you can definitely paint it and seal it also with a little bit of epoxy when you get ready to put your topper on. But that's it. I think it came out cute. I am probably going to give it away to someone. So I hope whoever gets it, I hope that they like it. So if you are not a member of our Facebook group, please head over to Facebook and join us on Craftful Things. We would love to hear from you, share with us, and if you have any questions, definitely drop us a comment. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time.